Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Welcome to the completed tour here at Jamaica Plains. So this settlement build grew out of the Biker Bar build challenge that I did a couple of weeks ago with a few other builders here on YouTube. If you have a look down in the description, you'll find links to their channels if you want to take a look at their entries as well. Voting's not quite wrapped up on that yet, but it looks like Ghost Rider will probably have this in the bag. I'll let you know the final details, of course, when that actually comes in. So this is my entry. The idea was to build somewhere that I'd like to hang out. So it's a fairly music orientated pub. It's got a pool table in there. We'll take a look around in just a moment. As always, if you want to have a look at how I've built anything in particular in this one, there's a full playlist that should be appearing round about nowish. So we'll have links to all the various build videos. So let's take a look around. So yeah, the actual build for the Biker Bar I haven't done a sort of let's build style video for. It's more of just a detailed tour, but we can talk through that and that. Take a look around. Got a few bikes out front. It was suggested that I turn those around, but unfortunately I didn't remember that until I just about finished recording the tour, so I didn't really fancy going back and doing it all again. And here we go. Nobody hanging around at the moment because it's early in the morning and obviously all at work, but that's our Assaultron bartender, Bloody Mary. So I particularly like how the bar's turned out in here. It looks, well, I think it looks really cool anyway. Pool table down the end there. Plenty of booze available. I do like the bikes and stuff up and behind the bar there as well. A little stage area. So at this time of day, nobody about to perform, but we've got all the equipment we need. Backdrop there is from Hubris Comics actually. That's where you find the Silver Shroud outfit. So out front here we've got a little cooking area and a few tables, somewhere to get some food if you want to. We'll take a look in the back room this side. The jukebox tucked in the corner, so it's absolutely obligatory. Pity it hasn't got a bit more rock on it, but you know, it is what it is. Some stored booze back here, and a little pot wash area to clean the glasses. Fridge for any food. A couple of spare barrels of beer. Can't be running out of that. A load of bottles under the bar there you can see as well. Glasses on the tables. And even some beer pumps on the bar. There's mod lists down in the description as well if you want to have a look at the mods I've used on this build. And obviously in the various build videos you can see what I've used where as well. Good little seating area out front. Somewhere to chill out if you want a little bit more peace and quiet. Get a little swing back through. Got a few more bits and pieces out the back here. We'll just take a look around the corner and have a look at the bathrooms. I'll use the term very, very loosely. Pretty basic, pretty rough and ready, but they are available, which is something. Pretty much the only bathrooms, well, say pretty much, entirely the only bathrooms in the settlement, so I'd imagine these get some use. They're probably not the most pleasant corner of the settlement. No doors on these ones on the side because there isn't room, but they are closed off, so I imagine it's private enough. We'll have a look upstairs. We've got a few extra tables and chairs tucked away under the stairs there. I'd imagine they put those out on the stage for when they're not having any live music. We've got a little bit of accommodation here. A couple of different styles of room, all very basic, but they've got a little bit of furniture in there. People who want to stop by. Can't have people drinking and driving. Not safe even in the wasteland. A couple of single rooms there, and we've got a double one just here at the end. And in that corner, that I don't think I got a particularly good shot of actually, is chemistry station for the booze still. As this particular character hasn't been through Nuka World, so I have to make do with what's available. A couple of spare bottles there to put the booze in. Let's have a look around the rest of the settlement. So here we come to the main destroyed houses. A few plants and stuff on the left there. A little scarecrow. I'm not entirely sure which mods added that, but It's one of the mods under the main menu, so it's either makeshift furniture pack or possibly one of Aslam's or even Toys Out of the Prams mods, I'm not quite sure which. Got a little trolley there, sort of trailer for dragging any bikes back to be repaired. And a little guard post. You see from the chunks of dead raider on the ground here that the guard post is definitely doing its job. Solitary raider decided to attack this side and didn't have a good time. All custom built. Got a Soltron in there guarding the place. I'd swear blind those sunbags weren't actually floating when I built the thing, but there we go. We should have noticed that before I did the tour. We'll take a look around in here. So the lower half of this destroyed building that you see I've repaired is a motorcycle repair and sales shop, I suppose. Garage. Everything we need here to work on the bikes. One in progress there. Supposedly, settlers can come in here and actually work on that. Although, given that it's raised up, they'll probably end up floating, but it looks better up there. A little nod to Chaos in Fallout there, who did something similar in his build. It was a cool idea, so I purloined it. Do take a look at his channel, links down in the description. And we'll have a look at the house, which is not so destroyed, but rather empty, and I've converted it into a couple of apartments. So, not much room to get up the staircase here, because we've walled it off, but there's enough room. We'll have a look round. So this upstairs apartment is definitely the nicer of the two. It's a bit more plush. It's got actual proper kitchen in it. Doubt it's got running water, but it's there. Reasonably comfortable place to live. Getting the cooker and the fridge onto that kitchen unit was a little bit of a challenge, which is why they're not quite perfect, but does just about work. The cooker's actually a functional cooking station as well. This is another one of our bespoke guard posts. I wanted something a little longer for this edge, because the smaller one just didn't cover it in a way that looked right, so there we go. We've got two Assaultrons in that one. One of them's hanging out on the stairs, so we'll have to take a look upstairs in a minute. And this one on the right is from Aslam's Workshop Junk Wall Pack. It's just directly placed in, not actually floating, though it does look like it is. And that was sort of the inspiration for the other two as well. I designed to keep with the theme of that. A few more bikes and a little bit of decoration out here. And this is our market area. All the traders dressed up like bikers. And this little bit here is one of my favourite parts of the whole settlement. Tiny little thing, but having a little tunnel to go through to get to this side gives it a bit of atmosphere, makes it feel a little different. I like it. Take a look around the inside of the weapons and armour shop. Very compact in here. Very strange shaped building, but it was fun to build this one. It's kind of difficult to get everything to actually fit inside with the confined space. As you see, they've got plenty of stock. Necessary workbenches to build anything they need to sell or upgrade it if anybody wants them to do that. So there's a chap hanging around out here who is supposed to be working in the motorcycle garage on the other side and possibly running the bar as well. Or at least owning it anyway. But he's just nipped into the doctor's office for some reason, so I guess he's having a sick day. It's our downstairs apartment. It's a lot more basic. For some reason one of our farmer, Mr. Handy's, has taken up residence. A little bit of food stored in here. Very simple improvised worktop there. Cooking station tucked in the corner. Basic, but it keeps the weather off. We'll have a quick look at the doctor's office. I figure this doctor is not really the most qualified one in the wasteland, but she'll patch you up nonetheless. There we go, that's the guy on the left who's clearly having a sick day. He's got a very red nose, so maybe he is feeling a little under the weather. Got a few work tables, a couple of gurneys there, and a operating table, which is pretty rough and ready, but it's there if they need it. And our robot shop and workshop, which is the first part of this market area we built. Got a couple of robots on display there. There's a few more on the top, which actually I didn't angle up to, so you get a better look at that in the actual build video. The one ghoul who's resident here is obviously taking up this particular job. That's actually a general trader station, because obviously we don't have a robot one. But it does the job. Hidden the sign behind the step up in the roof there. It was entirely necessary to get the workbench in here. He's got plenty of bits and pieces for assembling robots from. Lots of shelving and storage. Again, very, very compact, but we can just about move around in here. Getting robots out is a lot more difficult, but I basically teleport out from a making it work standpoint, even if they won't actually walk out. And swing around the side. There's a few more plants up against the building there. The power generator is actually tucked inside the veranda on the back of that thing. I've just sort of rug glitched it inside, so I wanted it out of sight, so that's where that is. Mr. Soltron doesn't actually want to use her guard post, but it's from Aslan's workshop junk wall pack. It's actually two of them pushed together, because this one doesn't wrap quite far enough around. With Hyde Park in that back left corner there, I wanted to make sure there was cover from that angle as well. So just push the two up against each other. There we go. Not exactly intended to be a massive fortification, just more of a guard post really, I suppose. And we've got a little water purifier there. Actually, it's a powered water pump actually. A few bits and pieces to keep it running. And we're back round to the front. So I wanted to take a look around it in the daylight first, so you can actually see up close what I've done here. And it really comes to life at night, so we'll take a look around it once the sun's gone down. As you can see, we've got a few people already hanging out in the bar now the shops have closed. It's one of the good things about the restaurant stands. I've actually got an invisible rug behind the bar for the bartender there. That people do tend to gravitate towards them once the shops close and that sort of thing, which is cool. Yeah, much more atmosphere in the evening. A few people hanging out. Looks like the doctor's having a beer with the bar owner there. Magically disappearing customers. We'll take a quick look around the outside. There we go, a little bit more atmosphere in the evening, as I say. Have a quick look around the motorcycle shop, even if I can get my words out. So I do like the way this place looks in the night. Little spotlights illuminating all the important areas. Back around to the guard posts. We'll actually take a look around the loft up there, which is actually the player home in just a second. Now that Soltron's decided to get off the staircase and actually let me in there. There's one drawback to this little guard post. They do seem to have a hard time with hanging around on the actual guard mats. They're each on one individual one, which might have something to do with it. So there we are, up the stairs. And a reasonably comfortable southern home for the character here. Just about as comfortable as wasteland living ever gets, anyway. Good little power armor station there on a few boards raised up on cinder blocks. Radio in the corner. Baseball bat by the door, just in case. I really like this little cooking station that I've put together. Totally bespoke. It's a little awkward to do, but the effect's good, I like it. Not going to burn through the floor, most importantly. So she's on her own here, so just chucked a sleeping bag down on top of the double bed there. Should keep her nice and warm in the evening. A couple of spare weapons, a little bit of storage. A little seating area to chill out, put your feet up. and our little crafting space. So this corner is always going to be a lot more rough because there's big chunks of the wall blown out. So I kept it reasonably simple in here. Very, very tight enclosed space again. But we've got everything we need up here. If you need chemistry station stuff like that, you can head over to the bar as well. Yeah. Nice, comfortable wasteland living. Stepping back downstairs, we'll take a look around the market area in the evening. I would have liked there to be a bit more colour about this place, but the options are a little limited. We've got the colour changing bulbs, but there's only the one style of them, so they hang down very low and really wouldn't fit in. So we shall have to make do. Yeah, looking very enclosed and very much like a sort of alleyway, sort of bazaar area, which is what I was going for. Nobody hanging out in the apartment downstairs at the moment. We're all over at the bar, obviously. A little swing around this side. That destroyed robot is actually the body of Ezra Parker from Vault 118 in Far Harbour, which I recently did on my survival playthrough, which I'll be picking up again in the next couple of days, of course. So there we go, back round to the front. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Do hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit those buttons for me. Drop the likes, etc. Social media and everything down in the description as well. So thank you very much, and I'll be speaking to you all very, very soon.